50 Cent made a surprising appearance in the middle of Taraji and Oprah's battle, and he is not joking around.
So hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
This was after he just joined the chat and went ahead and started dragging Oprah for being a Hollywood puppet and robbing black actors and using them for her greedy plans. Yes, you heard that right. Now, in case you missed it, 50 Cent has been practically dissing Oprah for several years. I mean, he had been charging Oprah with utilizing black actors to construct a multi-billion-dollar empire and then discarding them after she was through with them. In fact, he was among the first to defend Monique when she accused Tyler Perry and Oprah of undervaluing her and damaging her career.
For people, I said no to Oprah Winfrey, I said no to Tyler Perry, I said no to Lee Daniels, and I said no to...
Not to mention how she also revealed that the two had underpaid her for her part in the film Precious. Right now, 50 Cent is standing up for Taraji in her battle against Oprah and the other black actors that Oprah allegedly has crushed in the name of her self-interest and greed. Alright, so if any of you have been online lately, you have undoubtedly heard about the conflict that has been raging between Taraji and Oprah. This had been going on for quite some time now, ever since Taraji accused Oprah of underpaying her for the film The Color Purple. Taraji claims she has not had a pay increase since the release of Proud Mary 6 years ago. She even thought about turning down Oprah's initial offer to The Color Purple because the amount she offered was so blatantly rude and just disrespectful to her passion and craft. She assumed that because Oprah is a fellow black woman, she would relate to her and act morally, but Oprah went in the complete opposite direction. Later, Taraji made an appearance in another interview with Oprah's best friend, Gayle King, in which she declared her intention to completely give up. And by the looks of it, Taraji went through a lot to even think about something so sad. After a short pause, she elaborated on how it had been so hard for her. So hard that she started to consider walking away from her passion and stop acting for good. This is also the time she brought up how she was being paid only a fraction of the amount other people were getting paid, which is just ridiculous. Not to mention how there are also other people behind the scenes that need to get paid, and when the bills started piling up, Taraji couldn't take it anymore and expressed her disappointment about the disparity in the amount they are getting paid.
Start working a lot. You know, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up is a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid.
However, Gayle was attempting to gaslight Taraji by making her suffering seem ridiculous while she was experiencing a mental breakdown and threatening to quit performing. Because, as I previously stated, she's best friends with Oprah. It goes without saying that she wasn't going to have Taraji expose Oprah on her program. While all of this chaos was occurring, 50 Cent entered the situation. Reposting a screenshot from an article on his Instagram, 50 declared that he was prepared to collaborate with Taraji. In the caption, he stated, "They dropped the ball. Fuck 'em," at Taraji P. Henson. "I'm ready to work. Let's get it. GLG." However, this is not the first time 50 Cent has criticized Oprah for treating artists poorly. Actually, this was the exact reason they began to fight in the first place. You see, 50 wanted to appear on Oprah to further establish himself as a famous rapper during his ascent to fame. In addition to helping him change his reputation from that of a failed drug dealer from Jamaica, Queens, to that of a famous rapper, the appearance would have given his grandmother, a major Oprah fan, confirmation that he was making a positive impact in the world. However, Oprah made it rather evident that she was not interested in what 50 Cent had to give when the proposal was presented to her. Afterward, 50 said that Oprah was against hip-hop, particularly the music he produced, and he even likened her to an Oreo, which is black on the outside and white on the inside. He said, "I think she caters to older white women. She was completely against everything that was in my music, so she ain't never gonna have me on that show. I'm never going to reach that platform, which is confirmation of you being a huge success. So I just said, okay, if we can't be friends, then let's at least be enemies." Then Fifth called his dog Oprah and his cat Gayle King, Oprah's best friend, taking his pettiness to a whole new level. At the same period, Oprah was also criticized by Ludacris, who said that she had disregarded him when he and the other cast members were on her show to promote his new film Crash. However, Oprah was more focused on pressing him about using the N-word in his music during the interview than she was on asking him questions about his part in the film. This did not sit well with Ludacris, who called her out in a radio interview.
It was certain comments that she had made about, I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily felt like that needed to be said. You didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
As if that wasn't nasty enough, she proceeded to make him appear foolish by editing out some of Ludacris' answers to her queries.
A lot of comments that actually basically she was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal, and when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Soon after, Dave Chappelle made an appearance on the Oprah program, following his decision to forego a $50 million agreement with Comedy Central and travel to Africa to ensure his safety. As Dave was explaining that the arrangement included some dubious aspects and he wasn't happy with it, he rejected it. At one point, Dave was trying to expose the things he saw and experienced in the industry, but once more, Oprah was quick to cut him off and seemingly change the subject. But this is not the worst of it, because throughout the interview, Oprah also keeps suggesting and pressuring Dave to confess to having a mental disorder, and fans believe that she was trying to discredit him to save the Hollywood elites Dave was trying to expose.
Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress because, when you're a guy that generates money,
Yeah.
people have a vested interest in controlling.
He mentioned in the interview that some Hollywood executives had attempted to get him to take antipsychotic medications, but Oprah had completely disregarded them and told Dave he was merely anxious and paranoid.
They're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication. Yeah. Like I'm sitting around, I was stressed out, but the people that were telling me I was insane, I believe that they knew what was going on. So, this was troublesome.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid,
But you were stressed out. That's
there's
why.
no question. But it's very stressful for someone to constantly walk behind you and say,
As you can see, 50 Cent is tired of seeing black actors like Taraji suffer and lose because Oprah has a long history of doing so. Taraji isn't the first black actress 50 Cent has had to defend against Oprah. When Monique came out to say that Tyler and Oprah had shunned her after she exposed them for underpaying her, he also stood by her. Monique claims that she got paid a pitiful $50,000 for her role in Precious. She was then forced to go on a press tour to promote the film by Tyler and Oprah, with no intention of paying her anything more. Monique clearly said no, which infuriated Oprah and Tyler even more. As a result, they launched a campaign portraying Monique as a challenging partner. According to Monique, Tyler even went so far as to disparage her in front of director David E. Talbert in an attempt to get her to lose jobs.
We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels. And I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list, y'all knew I was not wrong. Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
All of the industry's reaction to Monique's disclosure of this was negative, except 50 Cent. He was the only one who supported her. He shared a photo of Monique on Instagram with the caption, I went to see Monique's stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend. It was so good. She had me in a trance. You gotta go check her out. In a subsequent post, he threatened to put Monique back on top and demanded that Tyler and Oprah apologize to her. He stated, I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry would not want to continue to allow their influence to damage Monique's career. This has gone on for way too long, so now would be a great time to apologize because I'm going to put her back on Greenlight Gang. I don't miss. Even though 50 Cent occasionally cracks jokes, he won't lie to you. He took a stand and cast Monique in the second season of his popular television program, BMF, while several viewers of this season had the opinion that Monique ate her role up. Back to 50, he's never been a big admirer of Oprah's antics and thinks that everything she does is intended to defame and embezzle black actors to further her empire. Actually, it's said that Taraji received just $500K from Oprah for her part in The Color Purple. Can you guys believe that after attempting to bargain with them and nearly leaving the film, she was given $500,000? As you should know, The Color Purple made almost $18 million million on its first day of release. Taraji and the other performers could have easily received their full compensation from Oprah, but she would like to keep the money to herself and give them little pieces. As per usual, people were quick to jump on the opportunity to criticize and draw Oprah into their comments. Like the one who stated, "I absolutely love Taraji. This really sucks for her and every other black woman who isn't Oprah." Another person said, "The more I hear about Oprah, the more I despise her. Glad that these celebrities are speaking out about toxic celebrities." But now I'd like to hear what you think. How do you guys feel about 50 Cent calling out Oprah for allegedly robbing black actors? And do you guys truly believe that Oprah is a puppet of the entertainment business trying to ruin black performers? Let us know in the comments below and make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.